this is Ian Griffin with a preview video for a talk I'm giving at the Ragan Communicators Conference in Detroit on May 6. Now I'm on in the afternoon as part of track 3 on executive communications. You have an option if you're coming to the conference to go to track 1 on internal communications, which features an attorney, Molly DiBianca, speaking on the legal limits of monitoring employees' online activity. Or you could choose to go to track 2, where is on social media, and Ari Adler, who's got the home court advantage, speaking from in his home state of Michigan, will talk on how to be a cyberbullier survivor, or how cyberbullying can be prevented. These are both pretty heavy topics. I'm going to be speaking on what can go wrong in executive communications, common mistakes, and how to avoid them. And I will have some amusing stories and light relief, such as a top 10 list of things that a speaker does not want to hear from a speechwriter the night before a talk. But I'll hope to provide some educational material. The purpose of this preview video is to give you a flavor of what I'm going to talk about and then encourage you to engage with me through email or a social media site I've set up. Give me your feedback and requests on what you'd like to hear. The basic analogy I'm using in the talk is to a checklist that a pilot would use before takeoff. They have a very thorough, repetitive checklist that they do before every flight. And my advice is that every executive communicator do the same for their speaker before they go on stage, before you launch the speaker into air, so to speak. I'll be sharing the checklists I've used over the 10 years I've been doing this, as well as some input I've received from colleagues. And they're really ways of mitigating against the risks of everything from geographical risks, like are you sure you've got the right hotel, the right time? How do you do the pre-event planning? How do you come up with the drafts in sufficient time to review them? And what do you do with modern technology today with virtual meetings on WebEx or these telepresence suites like Cisco have these days? I think we're going to see more of this. Actually, as I'm making this video, the volcano over Iceland is preventing flights to and from Europe. Virtual meetings would be the only way to actually hold any discussions. We'll see more of that, I think. So the material I'm presenting is available online on a social media site called execcoms.wikispaces.com. If you go there, you'll find my speech outline, the slides I'm going to use, and the handouts. I'm putting all this up ahead of time with total transparency, asking for you to review it. And before you come along on May the 6th, if you do choose to come and see me versus the attorney or the guy talking on cyberbullying, I'm sure those are great speeches. I'm not trying to dissuade you from going to those. Great presentations in themselves. But if you're planning to come to see me, give me some feedback ahead of time. Let me hear from you as to whether you think what I'm going to talk about fills the needs, meets your needs, or do you want me to talk in a different focus? So I'm Ian Griffin. I look forward to seeing you in Detroit on May 6th.